We're going to be looking here at your Glencoe grammar, pages 93 through 98, and we'll be talking about nouns. In particular, we want to take a look at some special problems that you come up with in indicating possession of nouns. Page 93, starting there, singular and plural, that should be pretty self-explanatory. I don't think you have any problems there. Turn to page 94, and you can see there we talk about possessive, but please note things on page 94, such as how you form the plural. There you have a kitten's tail, and then if there are several kittens, obviously it's S apostrophe, not apostrophe S, which seems very simple, but apostrophes give a lot of people a lot of trouble, so be aware of that and look carefully again there on page 94. Okay, possessive nouns on page 95. Again, pretty simple, things that you probably already know, but do look at page 95 and read it carefully. You can stop the tape, remember, at any time here as you're taking a look at those pages. Concrete and abstract nouns are talked about on the bottom of page 95. And again, a concrete noun is like concrete. It's something solid. It's something that it occupies space. It can be recognized by your senses, I should say. So it's like a block of concrete. I can see it. So anything like pen, pencil, chair, rock, person, something I can see. That's a concrete noun. And an abstract noun, of course, will be referring to something that we can't necessarily see. Or we can't see, something like dignity. We know what it looks like, but there's no such thing as a dignity. You just know it when you see it. On page 96, going to the next page 96, we see common and proper nouns. Please remember to capitalize proper nouns and pronouns. For example, the pronoun I is capitalized, so please don't make that mistake. We do that a lot when we text. We just put a little I, but please don't do that in your formal writing. On the bottom of page 96, you'll see an exercise there where you indicate whether you have common or proper nouns. If you feel you need to do that, you can certainly get the answers to that exercise from me and check your answers. But let's go on to collective nouns on page 97, because that's where we're going to run into a few more special issues. Okay, so on page, here we have collective nouns. And you can see a collective noun is simply going to name a group. So it's going to look singular, but it's talking about a group. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky. If you're talking about each individual person in the group, then you'll want to use a plural noun with that, a plural verb, I should say, with that noun. But if you're talking about the group as a whole, then you'll want to use a singular verb. So you, as the author, are going to make your meaning clear by which verb you choose. So as you see at the bottom of the page, the jury is ready with its verdict. Jury is, just like you would say he is. You would say the jury is. We're talking about this group as one. But if I'm talking about the jury and I'm really talking about all the individual people, I'm talking about a lot of little people here, 12 of them. Okay? So I'm going to make that a little different here. I'm talking about all these different little individuals here. You guys are counting, aren't you? Make sure I get 12. There we go. Hopefully I got it right. Okay, but if I'm talking about all of these different individuals that are in the jury, all these different people, then I'm going to say jury are comparing. Not the greatest handwriting here on my iPad, but hopefully between this and page 97 you can understand. So take a look then at the exercise on page 98 and complete that exercise, check your answers before you go on to the next video.